Chris, I'm going to skip ahead here and talk about global standards. You talk about all these other countries bringing on more spectrum. One of the issues we have today with devices is harmonization of spectrum globally. So can you talk about this band in particular and what it means to the global standards?
Sure. So there are two ways to look at trying to get a global standard for spectrum usage. You can be a follower, or you can be a leader. And so in many countries, or in a multitude of countries around the world, this is a band or a block of spectrum that has been identified for mobile use. It may not have been brought to market yet, but it's at least been identified. The FCC is going to, I think, bring a proposal to the World Radio Conference, the 2015, that looks to try to harmonize this band for global mobile broadband usage. And I think we'll probably see that. I think you're going to see, Rick talked a little bit about the digital dividend around the world. Some of that has occurred, and just like it did here when we had the DTV transition, I think you'll see other countries moving to bring additional blocks of spectrum to market in this area. And I think that, as we've seen already, the United States is a big enough market, is a market that will actually drive a lot of investment, a lot of development, a lot of R&D, and we will get first mover status often. We've seen that with, as Rick suggested, with LTE, where we have 6% of the world's population, but close to 60% of the world's LTE subscribers. And you see that, you see the movement in terms of handsets being launched here first. You see this is the center of the app ecosystem on the planet. And so all of those lead to an ecosystem that I think will ensure that the devices get here, that the infrastructure gets here if we bring this spectrum to market. And again, it may be a leadership role, but I think that's okay. I'd rather be at the front of that curve than lagging behind it.
Okay, thank you.
Can I jump in just
Sure.
real quickly to support what Chris is saying? This is an area that we need to get right, though, so we can exert our leadership. The 700 megahertz band plan was a place where we sort of splintered internationally and probably didn't come up with the best band plan that we could have. So I think that's one reason. I know all the member companies, the CTIA, NAB, many industries that are related are all looking at this very closely, because I think we all want to get it right so that, for broadcasting before wireless around the world, it can be interoperable and there can be a band plan. So we're not looking at a 700 situation where you are divided and the companies and the consumers are the losers at the end of the day there. So I think we're going to all be focused together on that.
Agreed.